Was socially awkward. They literally laughed in my face. They wouldn't want to date me because I had a fatter ass than them with a bunch of tricep extensions like a fucking dumbass. Belly's still gonna be hanging over your fucking dick. And text that bitch that don't like you because you fat. YouTube, welcome to another video, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to also follow me on all social media platforms at Jalen Fit. Fellas, today we're gonna be talking about how I was able to lose 100 pounds while training less. In the year 2023, fellas, I lost over 100 fucking pounds. Right? I was 260 pounds, fat as fuck, belly hanging over my dick. I had no confidence. I was socially awkward. I wasn't comfortable in the clothes that I was wearing. Remember when I was trying to talk to a girl and my friend scooped my titties because they were so big, right? I was so insecure about my man titties. She literally laughed in my face, right? I've had women tell me that they wouldn't want to date me because I had a fatter ass than them when I was that big, right? Went through all of that in the year of 2023, fellas. I literally reframed and changed my whole physique, and it literally changed my life, right? But before that year of 2023, I had tried to do so much shit, right? I had tried to do cardio every single day. I would do an hour of cardio every day. I would try to starve myself, all of that shit, right? In the year 2023, when I got the best shape of my life, fellas, I literally spent the least amount of time in the gym possible, right? And here are the 4 ways that I was able to do that while getting into the best shape of my life. First thing that I did was more intensity. So fellas, what do I mean by more intensity? When I first started in the gym, fellas, I would try to do so much. I would do everything, 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps. And I would do like 8 to 10 exercises per body part, right? I was spending 2.5, 3 hours on the gym on top of cardio, literally wasting my life in the gym, killing myself to make lackluster fucking progress, right? At that time when I was doing that, I was still fat as fuck. I was still gaining weight back after losing a little bit and still doing entirely too much. Fellas, there was a time where I was going to the gym twice a day and doing an hour of cardio, and I still wasn't in the shape that I wanted to be in, right? And this was all because my intensity was not there. I was literally just doing a bunch of junk volume. Fellas, what is junk volume? Junk volume is doing a bunch of sets and reps that literally have no hypertrophy gain for you to grow muscle, right? You're literally just beating a dead horse, doing a bunch of tricep extensions like a fucking dumbass, thinking that your triceps are gonna grow, when in reality, you should just be resting, right? So how did I navigate this, fellas? Is I added more intensity. Instead of doing more exercises, you need to add more intensity. What do I mean by that? Fellas, instead of doing 4 sets for every fucking exercise, stick to 2 sets per movement, right? 1 top heavy set and 1 back off set, right? Your top heavy set, your first set needs to be from about 6 to 8 reps, right? This is going to be your heavy set, your strength training set, right? You should be looking to fail at that 6 range, right? Just so you get the most strength gains, right? Right? Your second set, which is going to be your back off, you want to stick to the 8 to 12 rep range, right? So you got 2 sets per exercises. The first set is 6 to 8. The second is 8 to 12, right? Why do we want 8 to 12? This set maximizes strength, like I said. This set is going to maximize more hypertrophy. You don't need to do 4 fucking sets, right? You only need 2. Now, here's the thing. You have to make these 2 sets count, right? You have to take it to absolute failure. So when you're doing these exercises, fellas, go fucking hard. Lock the fuck in. Focus. Really empty the fucking tank. If you literally empty the tank on the exercise, go until you physically cannot do another fucking rep anymore. It will be all you need, right? I'm making this video, fellas, for motherfuckers who only got time to go to the gym about 3 or 4 days, right? At the time when I was losing 100 pounds, I was only training 4 days a week, right? And adding this more intensity style of training, what people like to call low volume, high intensity training, helped me get in and out the fucking gym and make the best progress that I've ever made in my life, right? So like I said, the first thing you need to do is add more intensity. Now, by you adding more intensity, fellas, what you're gonna do is you're gonna be able to cut your actual sets in half. Being that you're actually doing a proper amount of volume and actually putting a necessary effort into a set, you're gonna be cooked, my guy. And the chances of your central nervous system being able to do a third or fourth set, it's just gonna be useless, right? So what is that gonna do? If you have 2 sets, right, and do 4 exercises for 1 body part, That's only a total of 8 total working sets, fellas. On right? That's literally half of what you motherfuckers be doing. I be seeing you motherfuckers doing in the gym 2.5, 3 hours a day doing a bunch of nothing because when you doing all this volume, you taking a bunch of fucking time to talk in between sets, stare at that bitch that don't like you, and a whole bunch of other bullshit, but actually work out your fucking muscles. Get it in the gym, get the fuck out. 8 total sets versus 16, right? That's gonna cut your gym time in half. So if you're complaining about being in the gym too long, it's because you're doing a bunch of fucking junk volume. And instead of that, you need more fucking intensity, not more sets. Hey fellas, the second thing that I recommend you do, and I'm gonna be honest, fellas, this is one that I still struggle with, and this is not one of the things that was the reason that I got into the best shape of my life in 2023, but it is super important, so I'll put it in here. It is sleep, right? Prioritize sleep. Fellas, you should be striving to get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Why is this good for you to lose weight without being in the gym so much? Is because, fellas, your body is not, you're not building muscle and losing fat in the gym. You're doing that outside the gym. When you're asleep, your body is recovering, right? We go in the gym to break down our muscle, right? And once that muscle repairs, that's when it grows, right? And that whole process goes on when you're asleep. So the less you sleep, the less time your body has to recover and repair, the weaker and more smaller you're gonna fucking look. So you should be prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night, right? And this is something that I struggled with, fellas, still to this day. Fellas, right now it's 1 a.m. I'm not gonna lie, it's 1 a.m. I'm recording this video, right? I should be asleep right now, but I'm trying to get this content out, right? But ideally, I should be in bed about 9 and be up by 4 a.m., right? It's a good amount of sleep for me, and that's a little under 7 to 8. I think it's about 6, right? But if you're not working like the fuck I'm working, fellas, I'm working upwards of 70 hours per week when it comes to my full-time job and making these videos. If you're not working that, if you're only working 40 hours, brother, what the fuck are you doing? Go to sleep. Go to fucking sleep, you idiot, right? Fellas, if you prioritize your sleep, right, it is scientifically proven that your hunger cravings will go away with better sleep, right? Why? Because when you wake up, you got brain fog, right? When you wake up, you're low energy, right? So what does that low energy and brain fog cause? Causes you to make stupid fucking decisions when it comes to your eating habits, right? You're more lazy because you're tired. So instead of meal prepping like you're supposed to, you're gonna cry about how tired you are because you didn't get any fucking sleep. And you're gonna go eat fucking McDonald's and eat Big Macs and McChickens, and your belly's still gonna be hanging over your fucking dick like a fat fuck, right? But the only reason your belly is still hanging over your dick is because you don't want to go to fucking sleep. You want to sit up and scroll TikTok, beat your dick, and text that bitch that don't like you because you fat, right? In order to change that, just go to fucking sleep, right? Fellas, if you work in the 9 to 5, right? Let's say you go to the gym. You should be going to the gym from 6 to about 7:30 if you're implementing the high intensity workouts. Like I said in the first point, you dickhead, right? If you're implementing that, you should be getting out the gym at about 7:30. From 7:30 to about 9:30, 10 o'clock, your ass should be asleep. And you should be sleeping until about 6 or 7 in the morning. There's your 7 to 8 hours. There's no fucking reason if you work a 9 to 5 that you shouldn't be, and you're only working 40 hours a week, right? So in order for you to lose 100 pounds like I did without a lot of the fucking work like these motherfuckers tell you that you got to do, go to sleep. The third thing, and this is probably one of the most important ones, right? You need to track your macros. You need to track your macros, fellas. What do I mean by track your macros? Your body has 3 different macronutrients that it feeds off of: protein, carbs, fats, right? Those are the macros you need to be tracking. On top of that, these 3 macronutrients make up your total daily calorie intake, right? So how do you find that? You're going to go to First, you're going to go to TDEE calculator.net, right? TDEE calculator.net. When you go to this website, is going to ask you for three things: your height, your weight, and your activity level. Make sure you put sedentary if you're a fat fuck and you sit down at a desk all day, right? Be honest with your activity level because that's going to be crucial in what the calories that it's going to give you. Once you put your height, weight, and your activity level, it's going to spit you out a calorie intake, right? It's going to ask you if you're cutting, which is calorie deficit, which means burning more calories than your body needs in a day so that you can lose weight. Maintenance, which is staying a fat fuck if you're a fat fuck, right? And bulking, which is calorie surplus, which is eating more than your body needs in a day so that you can put on muscle and put on weight. Whatever your goal is, I hope it's not to stay a fat fuck, and I hope it's to lose weight or even put on some muscle if you're not fat, right? Whatever that goal is, you're going to choose that, and it's going to spit you out the calories and those macros that I was talking about earlier. You're going to take those macros and that calorie count. Then you're going to go to MyFitnessPal. This is an app where you're going to be able to log these calories and macros, right? Once you're able to log these calories and macros, here's the thing. Stick to it every fucking day, you dumbass, right? If it tells you to do 120 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat every day, hit that every single day, right? Don't go over, don't do less, hit it every single day, right? If you do this, you can literally not do any, you can turn off this video and just do this, and you will literally still lose weight without doing anything else. Just by tracking your macros, because fellas, nutrition is 90% of this shit. Sorry to tell you, right? And I'm not telling you to starve yourself, right? It's the difference between eating less and eating right. You need to learn how to eat the right shit. Learn how to manipulate calories and actually track your calories so that you can actually get in shape without having to do a bunch of workouts. Fellas, if your diet is in check, you're able to do less and less and less and less because the food that you're putting in the body is high quality food and you're either in a deficit or a surplus, right? The food is everything, fellas. The nutrition is 90%. I will say it again, right? If you take care of the nutrition, it will take care of you, right? So that's the third point, fellas. Track your fucking macros. The fourth and final thing literally helped me get in shape without having to do much was activity level. What do I mean by activity level? Do I mean do a bunch of fucking cardio, an hour of stairs, an hour of treadmill every fucking day, and be a fucking cardio bunny? Fuck no, right? What do I mean? What do I mean by that, fellas? If you're a motherfucker who's sedentary, let's say you work from home and you got a desk job, right? From 9 to 5, you're not moving at all. The chances of you getting enough steps in throughout the day is slim to none, right? Obviously, that's the case. You can't change that. But you're only working 8 hours a day. So if you're working 8 hours a day, and let's say you're sleeping 8 hours a day, which I know your fucking ass is not, that's 16 hours. You still got 8 more hours throughout the day to go to the gym, meal prep, or do whatever, beat your dick, or whatever the fuck you dweeb ass niggas be doing nowadays, right? Within that 8-hour frame of the time you have left, find ways to stop beating your dick and instead of beating your dick, how about you get more active? What are some ways that you can get more active, right? First thing you can do, fellas, is just go for a fucking walk, right? Walking is super underrated. People underrate just walking, right? You're blessed with 2 fucking legs, 2 ankles, 2 feet, and 10 toes. I hope you are. If you're not, I'm sorry, right? Use the motherfuckers. Walk, my nigga. Stop sitting on your ass all day after you sat on your ass all day to work, right? This is why your ass is fat as a man and a bitch don't like you because you're sitting on it all day, right? So walk. Use your fucking knees, your thighs, your legs, and actually walk, right? What can you do? Walk the fucking dog, right? After you eat, take a tip. I tell my clients who are in my training program, take 2 10-minute digestion walks per day. What does that mean? After you eat a meal, go on a 10-minute walk. Just stroll so you can get the food moving around, get it digestion. So it's not just sitting in your big ass belly, right? Walk. Right? What is another way that you can find ways to be more active, fellas? The second thing is the grocery store method. Or whatever store you're going to, right? Let's say you're going to the grocery store. Park in the back of the fucking parking lot so that you're forced to walk to the fucking door. It's a longer walk, which is in turn going to get you more steps. Stop trying to look for the closest fucking parking spot to the store because you're too fucking lazy and you're a fat fuck who doesn't want to move or be active and wondering why your belly's hanging over your fucking dick and your girl won't suck your dick at night because you're a lazy piece of shit, right? Park farther from the fucking door, you fat ass, right? That way you're able to get more steps, okay? So you have the grocery store method. And the third and final thing, which is super recent, but it's a cheat code, right? Is a walking pad, right? And what a walking pad is, fellas, it's like a mini treadmill that you can keep in your house, that you can use at any time, right? It's literally just the pad, like you're just walking, right? So let's say you are a lazy fuck who wants to sit down all day and watch Stranger Things like a fucking bum, right? Instead of sitting on your ass, you fat ass, how about you just walk on a walking pad and watch Stranger Things? Because you're still getting steps. You're burning more calories, right? You're finding ways to be more active. The walking pad is super, super beneficial, fellas, right? It's like $100. You can find it on TikTok Shop, Amazon, all of that. Invest in that shit. I literally swear, if you work from home, let's say you work from home and you're sedentary, instead of sitting on your ass all day, how about you just work while you're strolling on a walking pad? This isn't no high intensity cardio, fellas. It's just a brisk walk, but it's from the comfort of your own home, right? You don't have to be confined to you being a sedentary home worker when you can just get a walking pad and get a standing desk if you really have the money to, or just put your laptop up and walk and work at the same time. It's not killing you. You're not fucking sprinting, you fat ass. You're just walking, right? So invest in a walking pad. Fellas, all of these 3 things that I showed you is literally only ways to get what up? Your step count, right? The main goal of this activity thing is to get at least 10,000 steps a day. If you're upwards of 10,000 steps a day, right, you're considered a very active person, right? Now, what can you do after you get that 10K? Now you can add cardio, right? And no, I don't mean cardio with fucking your girl, because she don't even like you, my nigga, right? I mean cardio in the gym, right? My favorite form of cardio is the Stairmaster. Fellas, if you do the Stairmaster 5 times a week or only 4 times a week, right, for 25 minutes, so that's every time you go to the gym after you weight train, get on the Stairmaster for 25 minutes, put it at level 8 to 10, and that's your cardio for the week. On top of all the other things you're doing to get 10,000 steps, you will literally lose weight without even trying, without even knowing, right? Fellas, 25 minutes on the fucking stairs at level 8 is nothing. Nothing, I can assure you. Nothing. It literally feels like nothing. You can literally scroll for 25 minutes and sit on your ass. Why not scroll on the fucking cardio machine, right? If you do that, you will literally keep fat off, shred it off, lose as much weight as possible without even trying and without even doing too much. Fellas, these are the 4 things that I did to help me lose 100 pounds. And these are the 4 things that I teach my clients to get into the best shape of their life. If you're looking to work one-on-one with me and get this and much more sauce on how to get in the best shape of your life, make sure you book the link down below, but be ready to work, because if you're not ready to work, this isn't the program or the brotherhood for you. But fellas, I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all boys on the next one. Peace.